Good evening to my hymn request live on Facebook. I hope many of you that saw my little preview just a couple minutes ago followed the link and you're on this Facebook Live page. And I'm assuming you are, so thank you for bearing with us, and I'll actually report back in the near future about if our experiment gave us the information that we were trying to find. So, the hymn request. Now, you know, my husband says often when I'm playing these requests, yes, he's going, what? What do I say? He'll say, you've played that one before. And he's right. Many of these hymns, in fact, all of these hymns I'm playing tonight, with the exception of 2 new ones, I have played on my hymn sings. I have played throughout the year by request. But the reason I play them, I think, are a couple things here. First of all, new people are always joining and listening, and they haven't heard me play these before. And secondly, some people want to hear that hymn again. Maybe not the very next day, but some of these hymns that are timeless and ageless, people enjoy hearing more often. And I do try to make a little bit of a change each time I play it, so it won't be exactly the same way, but I know it's similar. So that's just a little note about some of the hymns that have been repeated. But these were all requests, and I'm going to start out with a new one. It was new to me. I did not know this. It's a beautiful song, and Kevin requested this, and it's Someone to Care. So Kevin, I don't know if you're listening live tonight, but maybe you'll hear it in the playback. This was your request, and I'm glad you requested it. Sang it, he wrote it, and then I listened to the Spears. That reminded me of another song, though, that you probably all know. Learning to Lean, the refrain. add that I did not know, and this came from Karen, and I went to high school with Karen. She doesn't live in our town anymore, but she had messaged me a while back and said, Glenda, do you know farther along? And I did not know it, but I know it now, Karen, and this is for your parents. David, you know who I'm talking about, Coach Ted.
Ted Lasso on
Clouds.
on Apple Plus.
Yeah, not.
Oh,
Yeah.
different Ted.
We didn't go to high school with any of those people.
Oh,
But anyway, Karen, this is for your parents, and I hope you enjoy it. Farther along. talking about the Glinda Austin pianist page, which you are not on for this live. But I'm going to ask you, if you have not seen it, please search it on Facebook, Glinda Austin pianist, and you'll see many of my lives there and other videos as well. If you do see that page, please follow me. You'll be notified when I go live. Another thing, please check out Glinda Austin YouTube. All of my lives are there, as well as many, many other videos of me playing the piano. All kinds of music, popular, classical, original compositions that I've written, and arrangements. So please do that, I would appreciate it. If you feel like leaving a review, that's appreciated as well. And those of you that have, thank you very, very much for your kind words. I appreciate that a lot. David, are you okay? Are you getting weary standing? Oh, he's not getting weary. That's good. Continuing with our requests. played, but that was several, and that hit a lot of just favorite hymns of many, many people from all walks of life. I do want to close with one that, as I've mentioned earlier, I've played it more than once. I always try to change it up a little bit, but it is meaningful to many, many people. I found that out in doing these hymn requests. I've heard stories about some of the songs and why they were special to some people. So I'm going to close with His Eye is on the Sparrow. I love the words to it. I love the meaning with it. And before I do, I want to remind you what I think about music. It is medicine. It is good for your soul. It's good for your heart. It's good for your health. If you have any discouragement, if you have any worries, I'm not saying music's going to fix everything, but it's certainly going to lift your spirits and make you feel much better. Hold on one second. What, David?
You need to speak louder.
Oh, I need to speak louder. Well, I'm not going to repeat everything. One of these days, we might have a microphone. We are experimenting with several things to improve, so we really appreciate you hanging on with us. So let me close with His Eyes on the Sparrow right now. I get an amen to that, because that's such a beautiful song in word and melody. Thank you for listening, and I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful week. Good night.